Hi, all. This is your professor, Ian Jones. Welcome to work week 14 of the course. Uh, wow, we're in the final stretch here. Remember, we go until May 13th, which is about 3.5 weeks from now. Yeah, one, two, 3.5. Yeah, so 3.5 weeks left. So we're coming into that final stretch. Now's the time to sprint across the finish line instead of pacing yourself, right? We have one final project to go in this course. And listen, I've had a bunch of conversations with students who are feeling a profound lack of motivation to work on school projects. And I get it; the world is going crazy, and what we're doing feels can feel sometimes super disconnected from the daily struggle to get through all this COVID-19 stuff and trying to keep our lives from falling apart. I get it. I'm at home. I'm used to going into the office. I'm used to having more support for our kids from our family. So it's just my wife and I looking after our kids. And so I only have hours here and there where I can tuck away and do some work on my courses. So I get it. I'm under similar pressures. Here's the thing to remember for you in this course. You all signed up for this course with a specific goal in mind. And although it seems like everything's changed forever and we're in this different world, things will get somewhat back to normal eventually, right? We'll get through this. The world has been through pandemics and plagues before. Things get back to a semblance of normal. Your life might be a bit different. You might reassess your goals afterwards, but I'm sure finishing this course is not going to impede you in any way. So try to remind yourself of these goals, even in these crazy times when everything seems upside down. Right, so stay strong. You might want to check out the mental health resources I posted in the resource sharing discussion forum. Some other people have posted stuff about applying for unemployment benefits and things like that, and those are all great resources to help you deal with the anxiety and the issues going on right now. And as I mentioned before, we only have 3.5 weeks left in the course, so just keep reminding yourself of that. Right, you just got to get across that finish line. Sorry about that. Smoke alarm going off. My wife is having a shower and she doesn't know how to open the window so the steam escapes and doesn't set off the alarm. Anyways, so 3.5 weeks left. On that note, we only have a short period left. I hope you've all read the instructions for essay number 4. Hope you're already thinking about that. I've already posted a video. I posted a video this past weekend explaining the instructions for essay number 4, going through the different components of the essay because there's a bunch of different parts. So we're going to this could be part of that. There's another proposal, but there's also something I'm calling a study guide, and so please check out that video. It's a different thing that we're doing this time. Anyways, check out those videos. And we don't have long to work on this project, only 3.5 weeks. That's like right from now till turning it in. So that includes the peer editing, that includes all that stuff, right? So it feels a little condensed, but don't be afraid because with essay number 4, hopefully you're working on something you're already familiar with, right? You get to choose your topic and the cultural artifact you're working on. So my advice is choose something you really like, right? If you're a big Harry Potter head, choose Harry Potter. That's totally fine, and work from there, right? That way you're already familiar with it. And you've done part of the legwork already. Okay, so to help us gear up for this final project this week, we'll be doing working on two things. We'll be practicing our analyzing skills by analyzing some music videos, pardon me, and learning how to use a program called Wakelet. I assume that's how you pronounce it, Wakelet, which you will also be using for your 4th paper. Okay, so that's our two goals this week. I kind of think this is a bit of a lighter week. It's mostly, again, you should be thinking about your 4th paper and gearing up for that. And we're practicing these 2 skills which you'll be using for this final project. You might have used Wakelet before, I'm not sure. It's a popular program, but even if you haven't used it, don't get scared. Wakelet is a free online platform we will use to curate and share resources. I tested this program out on both my laptop and my cell phone, and I found it super easy to learn how to use and to use Just, even with the cell phone, it's very intuitive. You just cut and paste links into the program, and then you can write a short description. That's basically all there is to it. Super easy, even easier than Perusal. So super easy to learn how to use and then to use. You're gonna have to create an account to use Wakelet, but it's quick and painless. Again, it's free. You don't need to give them your credit card information. If they ask for that, tell them no. Like, they don't ask for that, don't worry. But it's quick and painless. You can use your Chafee account to sign up, or like me, I have an old Hotmail account that I had many years ago that I use for signing up for things on the internet. When they want your email address, I give them this kind of junk email address that I never actually use for anything important. So whatever you need, but you will need to sign up for an account. It's quick, it's easy, and I posted information on using Wakelet in this week's module, so check that out. There'll be another video about that. So once you check this out and you set up a Wakelet account, there are 6 music videos to watch. And I'll warn you right now, some of these videos contain vulgarity and violence, so you might not want your little kid or your elderly grandparents to watch with you, right? I mean, it depends on your relationship with your grandparents. Maybe they'll be into it, I don't know. But there's definitely some that would scare my little kid anyways, my 2-year-old. So I would just heads up about that. I can I'll put a little star beside the ones that are more violent. There's a couple that are fairly violent. They're pretty controversial videos. I chose them on purpose to give you something to bite into when you do your analysis, right? I've chosen deliberately videos that have strong messages on current social issues. You should be thinking about that as you watch these little vignettes, right? And so for this project, basically, you're going to pretend that you're the prof. And that's basically what you're doing for essay number 4, is you're going to pretend that you're the prof and you're redesigning this course. So you're going to pretend you're the prof and you're going to use one of these videos in class to teach the students about these current social issues that I talked about. Okay, so there are instructions for that. After you watch you should watch all 6 videos. You're going to choose your favorite, and you're going to put together a Wakelet project with resources that you, the prof, would use to teach this text. So this is basically like a mini version of your final project for the class, because that's what essay number 4 is asking you to do, to kind of redesign the course and to come up with resources and activities that we as a class would use to study this text. Okay, so that's what we're doing this week. We're putting together a mini project that is a version of that final project as practice. In a way to use that Wakelet program so everybody's familiar with it. So when you go to work on your 4th paper and your 4th project, you're already familiar with that program, which again is super easy to use. Okay, there's also a short article on infographics to read. You'll be required to read or create one infographic for your final project. So please do read that article with that final goal in mind, okay? If you've never created an infographic before, well, this is, they're super easy. You don't have to do anything super complicated, so don't get scared. Just please read that article, ask me any questions, and we'll talk about it again, but please do take a look at that article. So here's what you need to complete this week, just to remind you. Okay, so first of all, submit your 3rd essay and 3rd letter to the reader if you haven't already. That was due Sunday at 11:59 p.m., Sunday, April 19th, 11:59 p.m. So you should have turned that in by the time you're seeing this video. But if you haven't, please turn that in. You don't want to lose late marks. That's number 1. That's number 2. Read that viral impressions article. That's the one about infographics. I'd read that right away just to get some idea about visual rhetoric and thinking about visuals before you get into the videos. Then I would watch the 6 music videos that I posted. And warning, some of these videos, again, contain vulgarity and violence and are not suitable for all audiences, okay? So just, heads up, put your headphones in, whatever. Number 4, read and watch the material about that Wakelet program. Sign up for an account. We'll be using that platform for the final project, so it is important that you learn how to use it. Again, it's super easy, so don't get worried about that. Again, I piloted it. I tested it on my phone and laptop, so I know if you're just at home working on your doing most of your work on a mobile device, it's still very possible using this platform. and then you'll use Wakelet to create your Wakelet project for the music video, right? So that's number 5. Number 6, after you create that Wakelet project, you'll share it in the discussion forum. There's a discussion forum this week. And then for full marks, you need to engage with at least 2 peers, right? You're going to be sharing your Wakelet projects with each other on the discussion forum, so you can see what other people do with it. You can give some feedback, that kind of stuff. Okay, that's about it. It's kind of a different week. We're changing gears, getting into essay number 4. I hope you have fun working on essay number 4. I've used this assignment in previous classes, and students enjoy it because you get to work on your favorite text. You get to be the teacher and create a course, kind of, well, I mean, the core of a course, part of a course, whatever you want to think of it, but you get to do that kind of work yourself. Please do email me or drop by my office hours. Remember, Monday to Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. if you have any questions or concerns. Okay, that's about it for now. Stay safe, I guess, right? Have a good one.